Hello YouTube family. I'm so sorry that it's taken me a little while to get another video to you guys. I know some of you have been waiting for it, so I apologize. I wasn't being distant on purpose. I was actually hoping and waiting for John to come down for the weekend and we would be able to do a pregnancy announcement together. But that's not going to happen. But the good news is that we were pregnant. We got pregnant. I took a pregnancy test on July 12th and it was positive, which was a shock to me. But a lot of the symptoms that I was having, of course, are the typical, tender breasts. What are their signs? Tender breast. For me, there was an appetite change. Normally, I can get up and even sometimes just eat once a day. And I kind of noticed right away that I was hungry. Maybe not all the time, but I definitely was at least getting my 3 meals a day. Another symptom I was having that was new to me was I noticed that my rate of hair growth increased. My hair grows fast anyway, but I'm just talking about like under my underarms and my legs, those areas that I shave. I don't have to shave every day. Definitely became an everyday occurrence. Like hair was growing almost as soon as it was shaved. So I did notice that. That was definitely different. The little twinges that some of you speak about, I felt those. So those were some of the symptoms that I was having. No nausea. I don't normally have that anyway. I've only had that with one pregnancy before, so that's not usually a problem with me. Anyway, I called my doctor on the 12th, let them know. I went ahead and went in that day, and my initial level was 15.9 on the HCG. I went back on the 14th and it had gone up to 83. On the 18th it was up to 635. On the 20th it was 920. And then on the 24th I went in the evening or the afternoon, so of course I didn't get my results until the 25th, but the readings for that were 125, so a massive drop. And then on the 26th he wanted to recheck my labs and do another sono, so we did, and then my labs from that day was 55. And the only picture we ever had, and I maybe it's irrelevant to show you, but I'm going to show you anyway. This was taken on 6/20, and of course, tiny little gestational sac right there. That's really as far, I guess, as it ever got. On the 26th, we did see still the gestational sac there. On the 28th, I finally started bleeding, so I think 29th early morning, that's when I did pass something that was more than just clots or bleeding. I'm not really going to describe it for you because I'm not here to gross any of you out, but it was something of substance. But anyway, there was really nothing to do for that. I went back today, the 3rd. He did another sono just to make sure everything had passed, and he did some blood work. The sonogram showed my uterus thin and my ovaries quiet, so that's what he expected, and that's good. I haven't got the results back, or they haven't called me for the results yet on my HCG, but he's just making sure that it has or is going down to 0. The plan as of right now will be, he wants me to do 5 weeks of birth control pills, which I will start those today or tomorrow, and then once that's over, he said he wants to get aggressive on like my pre-pregnancy vitamin supplementation. And well, basically kind of what he meant by that is he wants me to take extra folic acid, extra, or omega 3, 10, I'm not even sure which one, and I can't even remember what else he said because he kind of just blurted them all out quickly, and just said we would talk more about it when I came back. So I have a follow-up appointment on August 15th, and then we'll look at going from there. Of course, that's near or around the time that we're going to be relocating, so we've got to figure out how that's all going to fit in with what we've got to do. I'm still busy with my schoolwork, and I'm still working at least until August 8th. So I have a lot of things going on. I was excited about being pregnant, but not 100% excited, if that makes any sense. I think for me, I was waiting to be further along, make sure things were going well before I was like, yay, I'm pregnant. So it was a very cautious excitement as far as that goes. And it was sad. It's always sad whenever you have a pregnancy loss. And yes, of course, I did cry, and unless I was actively thinking about it or someone asked me about it, since we at least notified like my immediate family members, or if I had to explain myself to somebody, I would get tearful. But otherwise, as long as I had something to do or kept busy, I'm okay. And I am. The hardest part was knowing you were losing the pregnancy, but not having lost it yet, because I wasn't bleeding or anything or cramping or anything. So that period in the middle, that limbo type period is what I call it, because aren't going forward, but you can't move forward until things move out of the way. That was kind of hard, because it's like I couldn't really mourn it until I was actually bleeding, even though I knew it wasn't going to happen. So that baby would have been born in February, mid-February, 18th, 19th of February. That's not going to happen, and maybe when it's time, or when things are the way they need to be, the pregnancy will stick even longer, maybe hopefully till delivery. I'm hopeful, but I'm not going to fret about it, like I believe I've mentioned in my other videos. You hate to say that with each loss you're getting closer, because then that devalues the loss you've had, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to say that this pregnancy loss or the one prior meant nothing, because they do. They're still lives to me. So anyway, I'm sorry I took forever to share that with you guys. It's not that I didn't want to. I just was, like I said, hoping that we could make a video together announcing the pregnancy together, and things happened before that had an opportunity to happen. But thank you for your continued support. It really means a lot to know I have a family of people out there that do care about what's going on in my life, in my husband's life, and our journey to become parents. Everything else seems to be going well for us. Things are moving along, and we'll just keep trying, and like he says, it'll happen when it happens. I hope that you guys have a safe holiday. I know that's coming up tomorrow, and I know I'm not putting it off. I really am not. My giveaway video. I think I've decided that I would just do another gift card. That just seems the easiest for everyone, but I will try to make a video for that pretty soon, maybe after the holiday. Any questions or comments, you know those are always appreciated. I hope that you're all doing well and that you are taking care of yourselves and your babies, or you're trying to make babies, whatever it is that's going on. I hope it goes well. Thank you so much, and you guys take care. Bye-bye.